Gentlemen, this is MLB The Show 25. Welcome on in. This is launch night. You're seeing it on Friday morning. So if you started playing last night, hopefully you had some good times. I'm sure we did here as well. But today, mind you, we're gonna be touching everything. So if you're just checking out the channel, hi, my name is Specs. We're doing this live on Twitch and all that fun stuff. But we're gonna be doing stuff over on YouTube as well. So this is sort of Diamond Dynasty 101. This is a whole new series. It's going to be basically the overarching umbrella for everything we do in Diamond Dynasty. But right now, for the first couple weeks, at least the first handful of days, as someone who's played this game for 5 years, I remember when I first started in 2020 during the pandemic, I watched YouTubers to help me at least sort of figure out where we're going. Especially when there's no money. We're not spending any money because we're poor boys. Okay, maybe we're not poor, but we want to spend money on better things and stuff because microtransactions are for idiots or something. I don't know. Don't spend your money on microtransactions. Tip from Uncle Specs. So, but here we go. So the way this thing's gonna work is well, first off, they sort of treat you like you never did anything. So, leave that in mind that this is a sort of tutorial for those who haven't done it. All that fun stuff. Just so we're clear. So assume you're sort of just a flat out noob. I don't know, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I've been here 5 years doing this. So this is kind of lame for me, but also kind of cool. You get to see some of the cards you got. And I can't say we didn't get screwed. There's one card I'm kind of excited for. Not because I'm named Homer, because I think his stuff will go up. Jump into this moment, and so it's telling you he gets some XP, he gets some currency. All that fun stuff. Second pitch. That should do it. That should do it. Is that a granny? 415 feet grand slam. That's how things start. Good start so far. You finish this moment, you get this Kiwi icon. I don't know why they always start with the Kiwi icon. And this nice little Jimmy Rollins bronze card. So I'll keep 3 guesses. They're going to tell me to put it in anyway. Yeah, I fit it. Oh, sorry. I backed out of it. Silly me. That's my bad. All right. Complete our first collection. All right. Right. So we have to go all the way to collection. I don't even hit the button. It does it for me because it doesn't even think I know where it is. So we go to starter collections. Your first collection, 375 stubs. Doesn't really do a whole lot. There you go. Congratulations. We locked it in. We check a box. It says customize your squad. We're going to manage squad here. It's going to show us all the stuff we need to do. Normally, yeah, so it's going to be, hey, let's play shortstop with that one you got there. So I'm going to use Anthony Volpe because they gave him to me, and he's better, no offense, he's better than bronze Jimmy Rollins. And then it says win the game. And then we have to open a pack. Sound good? I don't even know who I have. Who the heck is Peter? That name's, I'm going to hurt myself with that one. Here it comes. I don't know who this Peter Schlorinsky guy is, but you got to strike out. And a trophy unlocked. Look at us on our way to 100%. I 100%ed the last one. I'm not necessarily proud of that one. Little pitch. Reaction display. Okay. Right, we're good. We're all good. Look, it got easy. Easy. Nothing to worry about. What were we worried about? Nothing. We're pro. We are pro MLG gamers. Proud of us. That's some more XP. Now we get to open a pack. This is our first pack. Will we get anything out of it? Let's find out, because we have to go all the way. Oh, this is... I'm sorry. This part always makes me laugh, where it's like, hey, you don't know where anything is because you're a stupid idiot. Okay, so we got a couple of things. So here's the inventory that we have here. So we got the starter thing. I guess we're just gonna... Okay, we got a gold. What's the free gold? What do we get? Pitcher, Ronaldo Lopez. He's definitely going on rotation. Goodbye, Wickelman Gonzalez. That is a name and a half. All right, so fun fact, I recorded this last night live on stream. But then after playing it, after I got off my short stream, I wanted to grind, and then whole story. I decided to change the approach for this first episode of Diamond Dynasty 101. Now, if you don't know, Diamond Dynasty is the fantasy fun sort of trading card game here in MLB The Show, where I make a lot of my content up, but we're going to expand this year. Nevertheless, in this time we have before normal launch, I wanted to make a quick little series to sort of show what I do as a no money spend player to sort of build and grind our way there. Yeah, we put zero money into the game. I only spend the $100 to get it early so we can like content and stuff. Other than that, we don't spend a dime. We're smart. We use our noodles. But this year some things changed in how we should do things. And again, while playing, I sort of realized the way I was originally doing it wasn't necessarily the best. So we're going to redo it. And I'm going to talk about what I think you should do to ultimately get some of the stuff and some of the stuff we can do early on and some bangers we found early on. So let's get into it, shall we? Alright, so here we are. I love this UI. I think it looks pretty good. Now here's the squad right now. Now we're going to talk about everything I had. This is from playing about 4 hours last night. Not too shabby. A lot of the live series I just bought because they were cheap, like MLB The Show. He's pretty cheap and really good fielding. The team I had to start, not that great. So basically everyone's kind of gone. And a lot of these 20th anniversary ones we got from the starter program. So now once all that stuff is done, you do the tutorial thing. Where should you begin? Now, what I did is I went to starter programs and then I started the Roger Clemens thing. This is a little bit longer than normal for the most part. You get Gunner just by doing the missions and stuff, and then the exchange. The exchange is just live, is common players. You can do it. Same thing with the collection. I just say lock these stuff in. They're commons. You're gonna pull them out the wazoo. So knock those two out. Get your 10 points there, and then do the moments. You'll get a handful. You get, like I said, I want to say you get to Gunner with 2, 4, 6, 8, and there's some 3, so there's 6 right here. 6, 9, 12, 14, 16. So you get 16 and 10. So I think you end up with 26 or something. So you end up right here. And then from there, I just do the starter showdown. It's really not that difficult. You play Roger Clemens. You let the score like 3 runs in the 2 moments. It's really not that difficult. You get a sensational amount, and you get some free cards. Now, ultimately, when you're starting off, is this the best Gunnar Henderson? No. Is he going to be usable for the whole year? No. Is he going to be good for the right now while you're still grinding and getting stuff? 100%. He's pretty balanced. Both sides of the plate. I don't necessarily think we'll be facing a lot of lefties when you're grinding, so this should be fine. Like you said, he saw him in my lineup. Ellie as well, sort of the same thing. He's not the best against lefties, but again, you can do. He's speedy. He's a good leadoff hitter, at least for the time being. Paul Skeens is a great pitcher, I think, at the moment, too. Stuff's pretty nasty there. He doesn't have outlier, but hey, whatever. It'll work. You get the Yankees jersey and Roger Clemens at the end of it. Again, he's an 83. Is he the best thing in the world? No. Is he going to be tolerable for if you want to start grinding and doing stuff? 100 trillion%. So knock this out. You can do this past week. Just knock out the moments and the starter stuff, the starter moments and stuff. You can do it. Now, you can knock out these moments as well and start working on that. I might do this today. I'm not entirely sure. But you can move on to these 2 if you want some diamonds. There's some of the cards here as well. Jackson Ferris, he's a gold. Again, is he the greatest? No. But you can use these for elections, but we'll get to that in a second. Then you're going to get Connor Griffin. Pretty snazzy guy there for a shortstop. Could be a lot worse. Really good fielding. Remember, fielding, a lot of the fielding stuff is going to matter. So getting guys that can build up the middle. We made a video on that in MLB The Show 24. So if you want to go back and watch that. You can kind of build live series lights if you got some cards, or you can just sort of look and see what the reactions, because I think up the middle is going to be very, very important. So Connor Griffin's the second one, and you get Ethan Salas here, not a bad catcher at 84. We talked about the good fielding, all that stuff. He's going to be great. He can play first base as well, so that could be good as good. And then we get to the diamonds. Chase Dollander, 4-seam slider, curve, circle chain sinker. He's an 85. He'll probably slide in a lot of people's rotations, especially early on. He doesn't have any quirks, but again, early on. Max Clark, very high prospect. A lot of people love his swing. Attribute-wise, he's going to be a great center fielder. He'll probably be a lot of people start center fielders for the time being. Good speed. He'll play, especially early on here, as things go on. Mind you, he's only 20. And then at the end of it, you get a nice little shortstop here, JJ Weatherthal. Good contact, good power. He's going to be, I think he'll be sneaky. The contact isn't as high as I would like it, but I think he'll play pretty okay. He might not have, I think he'll be tolerable. And if force comes to force, we can move to second base. I don't think the range of motion at second base can be a bigger problem that will be short. So sort of keep that in mind. And by the way, get this Pipeline Deluxe pack. Contains 1 player. What are the odds? And then you get 1 gold or better. Dylan Cruz is going to be expensive. If you are, just for the record, if you are packing guys, you're kind of like, oh, do I lock him in? Because in the Pipeline, you can get Roque Saki if you get 35 of them. However, if you're kind of like, let's sort of see how things go, because maybe you pull Dylan Cruz. You can put Dylan Cruz and get 2 guys and save yourself some packs. Kind of wait and see. That's sort of where I'm at right now, too. If you are looking to flip some of the stuff, kind of wait till Monday, Tuesday, sort of see where things are going and how things play out, because that's where everyone gets it. Now, the other program here, if you want to go down this route and knock out your moments, is the Pipeline stuff. First up is Jason Churio. Speedy guy, good contact, not the greatest of power. Clutch is okay, decent enough fielding. I think he's the younger brother of Jackson, so see if it runs in the genes there. And then we get a pitcher, Brandon Brott, forcing fastball, cutter, circle change, slider, curve. Again, he's 81, low 81. He might fit in. Again, he's probably more so collection fodder, because you can get the collection there as well. We'll look at that too. And then the next one up is my guy, Christian Moore. I love him. He's got decent enough stats for an 82. Fielding's, I think, tolerable as well. He might not make the squad, but I love him. And then we got Kumar Rocker. 4-seam slider, sink, circle change, curve. And sort of same thing with all the other ones. He's probably more collection fodder, but hey, if you have to throw him in, he should play. Nick Hertz, he's going to have some pop. You'll probably see him at first base as well. He can't play anywhere else, but the dude's got some pop in the sticks. Decent enough fielding. He should be fine. And then we get into the diamonds, Dalton Rushing, who is a catcher. He might see some playing time. I'm not going to lie. His offense is pretty good. Defense is adequate. And he's a top prospect for a good reason. Jordan Lauer, I loved his card last year. His tops now. He's got good fielding. He needs a shortstop. Hitting will be adequate. He's got the speed. I think he'll play for now. Remember, there's going to be more stuff coming when we get there. And then another deluxe pack. And then the last one is Walker Jenkins. Balance is all heck. He's going to play. I think if I remember right, he's rated pretty high in terms of power. He'll probably get a slightly better car as we go along. Actually, no, he might not. Now that I think about it, because this is Pipeline. This replace future stars. But it's an 87. He's free. Maybe we'll see something new from him. I couldn't tell you. Maybe I don't know. But he's got a decent enough stick. He can play right field or center field. So we have some options there. There are some options. In terms of players, these are the evolution cards. We got one. Dick Allen is one of them. There you go. He's a third baseman with not a lot of power. Ubaldo's probably the guy I'm going to suggest everyone take off the rip. Diamond pitcher, started off with, he doesn't have outlier. Plus he's new. And I think in terms of like the other guys, he's probably the best one. You get all three, so it doesn't really matter. And when it comes also to like Bobby Bray, who take Bobby Bray first. He plays right field, and there's plenty of outfielders. So I would suggest maybe taking him second and then Dick Allen. But it's really up to you. Get all three, sort of fill your needs. I think the pitching is going to be a little bit better. And then Spotlight. So this comes April 4th. These are the Tops Now stuff. And then you get a free pack. You get free cards. So this is going to be out on April 4th. This will also sort of steadily increase. My assumption, if I had to guess, is you're going to see silver, gold, maybe a diamond. And I don't know what will be in the pack. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it in April. And the legacy stuff as well. Once you play, you just get as you go. Now, if you want to do all that, that's one option. The second path, and this is the path I did, I went to Team Affinity and just looked at all the cards you get on the first thing. Because if you do a moment, you get some cards. That's why you see a lot of silver. So I was just looking at guys who could kind of fit a role. I took my Angel guy because I like Mike Trout. I'm the only Trout I'm going to get for a while. It just sort of, like I said, it really just depends on what you get. I took Joe Kelly because he was a reliever. The one guy I would say, if you to start, get this Silver Jordan. He's got some really good pop, decent hitting stats. The fielding's not the great, but you can stick him at DH. That's pretty banging. And then like the biggest thing I would suggest here is just fill out your roster. Like if you need guys like Toriano, for instance, pretty decent defender, I stick him in left. to sort of get things going here. But the biggest thing is like just look around at some of these. I suggest just one, I would say just knock them all out because it'll help your team, especially when you start off with commons and bronzes. Knock the stuff out. It'll really get you up to that sort of like next like beginner 2 level. And these don't take necessarily too terribly long. Like there's some names in here like dude, it's Freddie Freeman. He's gonna have a good swing. Look at the contact. If you don't have a good first baseman, he's adequate to sort of start until you get something going, and then you play all this stuff passively. This was the first the first year they had the 30. I got the game late because it was COVID and I wasn't playing it at the time. I was even a content creator 5 years ago, so I don't remember this. I remember the 6. So this is gonna be a little bit different, but prioritize your favorite team if you want to, and all that stuff. But again, just look through and see what you need right off the rip. Like if you need a left fielder or something, like just find it. But you can do it as you go. There's no need to do it, square away. Taking a look here at, let's take a look at the program because they're going to be getting stuff along the way. So again, as I was sort of talking about, you get this Joey Bats pretty easily. Again, he might be adequate, but he also might be replaced really right off the rip. That's how he was with me. I haven't used him yet. I might use him. We'll figure something out as we go along here. The evolution things, again, my suggestion is take Ubaldo. Like there's Bobby Brave. There's Dick Allen. So if you are getting the game, you might say Dick Allen's pretty good to start it off. But I think Ubaldo's the best way to go here. I think it's just, like I said, I think it's just the best move there. Moving along here, there's a lot of packs. The second corner, so a lot of packs. There's the third one, so you get the third one at 20. And I don't think the things are too long. More packs, more pipeline packs. Jake Arrieta is a free 87. Sinker, curveball, slider curve, circle change, four seam. He's going to be pretty stinking nasty early on, and he's free. And guess what we like here? Free cards. So we're going down the line. We take a look at the bosses. You get 2 of the 3. The 2 I suggest here are this guy right here. It's sort of in order. Adrian Beltre. We know what he can do. Good stick. Everyone loves him. I think he'll be a really good contributor at third, hilariously. Manny Ramirez, new guy. If you want to get him first, by all means, go for it. Fielding's a little suspect, but I haven't played online yet, so I don't necessarily know how it'll play, but the numbers are there, and also he could always DH for you if you need to. Mark McGwire's probably the guy I'm not going to get, but the power is there, the disciplines there, the clutch is there. It's just the division is 33, so as you climb, that PCI is going to shrink even more than it probably already is. So sort of just keep that in mind. And for the record, you only get 2 this time, and you have to buy the third one if you're one of those guys. Now, I don't necessarily... I don't know where I stand. You can sell these guys if you really want it. You can keep them if you really want to. It's kind of just up to you how you want to do things. But you can kind of wait and see how things go if you want that head start of 30K. So just continue on. That's kind of it. You get the last one to 45. It's just a lot of packs, a lot of ball and stuff. Again, this is the first one, and you see there, you do get the wheel comes back for every 30,000K you get. And right now it's Chase Pack 1, a headliner, and then the three packs. So as well, let's talk. I just want to talk about the shop really quick because something changed, and I think this is. No, I opened. Whoops. I just want to mention this. So I always suggest doing this because you get 5 golds for 15K. The only difference is this time is there no sell. To me, it doesn't matter because I think that's just take it. It'll help you a little bit, and you get some pictures out of it, especially if you're not packing really easy. You can do it. The jumbo pack, if you want to do it, I think you're guaranteed a gold. Essentially guaranteed a gold. You get a lot of silvers for 20K or 20. What's it? 20K or 25K? I hit the wrong thing again. It is 15K. So these two are the same price. Take it or leave it. If it's up to you. I at least suggest the jump start just because if you're looking for collections, it really doesn't matter. And then for me, it's pack 1 and then save and then sell everything else subsequently. So again, totally up to you. And these are the packs that have the programs on here, increasing from 10K to 50K. The headliner, Tanner Hawk, sweeper, sinker, splitter, cutter is how much he's going for. He's going for 6K. Not overly expensive, but I think you'll probably get. They're handing him out like candy because they're there. And then there's just some show packs. The chase card, if you're curious, is Hank Aaron. Decent enough to start. got second base secondary. That's kind of cool. But he can play right field. He's decent enough, and I know if you're a Braves fan, you're probably going to want to get that. Now, let's go to collections, because there's some collections to start off the thing here. Let's talk about Legend Flashback Pipeline. There's 35 of them. If you collect, I think there's 35 in total. You can get Rohei Sasaki, but let's start with the first one. You get at 15. Carson Williams. Again, talk about good shortstops. He's going to be a great shortstop for 15 of these. That's going to play. He's going to be a great fielder, especially early on as an 87. Pretty dang good. Roman Anthony. I think he's number 1 prospect. Oh, no, he's number 2, I think. He's going to hit righties with power. He'll have probably enough contact to get through lefties. Good enough speed. Fielding's going to be good. He can play center field, right, or whatever for you. And the top guys are okay. Saki, sinker, splitter, slider, four-seamer. I think he'll play. He's the top prospect. And again, I assume we'll see a better card of him later on. Maybe. It's sort of, but we'll see how this stuff goes. I don't necessarily know how their things are going to roll as we go here. And then if you collect, this one is the free one. They said you can grind this out to get the 10 cards to get Leones de Veras, who is a, what is he? He is a shortstop. Good fielding as an 87. His hitting will play. There's plenty of stuff to like there. It's not there's not a lot to like, and plus, like they said, I think you can get these guys just from grinding. You have to do like the showdown a couple times, but it is what it is. There's nothing else here yet, but the thing I think they were taught where there was vouchers or something. Oh, there you go, Jolt Series voucher. So this comes out in about a month. I don't know what this necessarily is, but you only need 15. And this is from Team Affinity. I don't know how long this is going to take. We got some time, but if you're sort of like, ooh, mystery, what is that? Just, I would say grind it passively and see what comes up. If you get it, you get it. And then everything else right now is just packs. But all the cards you collect along the way, you're going to be helping this, which is good. So now, with the cards, you get 3 per. So 3 times 30. It was what, 180? Wow, it might be. It actually, yeah, because 36. Oh no, 90 cards. You get 90 cards, and then of course there's some tops down, and this will probably be added to as we go along. There's plenty of stuff to do. Just passively grinding, all that fun stuff, and all that. And of course, there's always. I'm not going to jump into it. The multiplayer modes. But there are like multiplayer modes here as well, where you get Mickey Mantle, you can get Lance Berkman, you can get Goose Gossage, the event, all that stuff. Again, I'm not really gonna touch it yet. We'll deal with the online stuff a little later. But this is just, again, where to begin, where to start. Now, also too, in terms of in terms of opening packs and doing stuff, my suggestion: open everything that you get for free while you're grinding, and then do these last. Pick these guys last, because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, obviously, I think the only choice here is Billy Wagner. Get the lefty who throws hard out of the pen. Kind of cheap, too. You might be able to sneak a couple of them in there. Like, Derek, I think we've talked ad nauseum. Derek Jeter, again, he could play. Hank Greenberg's new, but again, they're all running about 8K. So I don't know if the prices may go up, but right now I would say if you want a couple or sneak a couple, get them now. In terms of this one, this is where I think the fascinating thing comes in. Generally, I just say go with, I would say Joe Mauer's pick here, but Ted Williams could be as well. But again, these guys aren't overly expensive right now, so you could probably get 1 or 2 of them if you really, really wanted to. It's kind of your call. But again, I don't think there's necessarily an obvious choice here. I would say maybe Mauer, but it also depends on your team. Like if you pull Ladley, you don't necessarily need Joe Mauer. I'm kind of considering Teddy because I haven't used Teddy. He was in Bunny for the World Series award. Didn't get that far that year, so I might get him. But again, we'll kind of see how everything plays out. That's kind of where we are. And again, with this, I think I'm just going to get Ubaldo, but we'll cross that bridge later. I'm probably going to do a video on it. But that is that. So the best way to do it is do starter after all that, and then just grind those starter moments in Team Affinity for cards you need to help you get a little bit better. But again, everyone's going to play different. You might just throw 500 monies and stubs and just see what you get there. Kind of up to you. All right, that's only the first video. I'm going to probably have another video up a little bit later day, sort of going over some other stuff as well, because there's a lot of new stuff in the game we want to do. and all that fun stuff. There's plenty to do. We'll be live a lot this weekend, so subscribe over on Twitch. It's going to be down below. I'll see you guys a little bit later. My Specs. Subscribe, by the way. Subscribe so you don't miss any of this. We're going to keep this going again all weekend. We're going to have a lot of videos up. If you didn't get the game, hopefully you'll be in a good spot come Tuesday. There's plenty of creators out there as well. But leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss any more of it. A little bit. Probably in a second. I don't know. We'll do it now. Here's what I would suggest doing. Number one. There's some new stuff. So once you get in here and you get the free reign, jump to single player mode. So now, these are all the free rewards that are all... These are all there. The question is, where do you get them? So now, the new thing is Diamond Quest, which we will make a video on separately. It talks about it. Select a quest. Chance the reward you want. So I think the tutorial one is that's Silver Juan Soto and the Gold Aaron Judge. And then you get treasures and power-ups as you go along here. And if you lose, it starts over. It's like essentially it's a roguelite. And I've said that plenty of times. And then this is the season 1, I think. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Okay, so this is, I think, the tutorial one. This is like the pipeline thing. And then this might be season 1 where you get a Garrett Crochet from last year and a Bryson Scott breakout card. So that's pretty cool. So there's 2 or 3 of these bad boys. And as you see right now, if we were to take it on, we probably wouldn't get Jack Diddley Squat. That'll get better. But again, we'll go back into that a little bit later as we go along. There's also mini seasons here. Mini seasons has some packs and cards in there, like we do regular mini seasons here. For new year, new series, you get this CC Sabathia, which is pretty snazzy if you ask me. And along the way, you get Lee Smith, Barry Larkin, Ryan Braun, a Pipeline Premier pack, some good packs, and we end it with, when you get it all, I want to say when you get a free CC Sabathia just by grinding, which is always good. And here you get 30,023 packs, and we want free packs. Also, we have Conquest. And if you're sort of wondering how many are there, well, let me tell you, there's 7 of these sons of bitches. There's these batter-ups where it sort of teaches you tutorials. I always just do them, get free packs. And then you got the USA, we can no longer manifest our destiny. You could be sad, you could be happy about it, but they split up into quadrants, so the West, the Central, and the East. Could be a little bit easier, I think it's going to be a little bit easier. Reason being, I think it's just a little more centralized. And plus, when I've done it in years past, 1, it takes forever. And 2, it kind of... You sort of end up in weird spots where teams just sort of take away that. And the Cactus program, or the Cactus thing, I believe this is for the first inning program. And all that stuff. And then, of course, we got Showdowns. There's a Spring Breakout, which you can get some cards here. And then the starter one where you get Roger Clemens. And then, of course, you can play against CP. Then there's multiplayer modes where you get the Steve Carlton and the Mickey Mantle, new legend Steve Carlton. And if you get to 1,000, you get one of those nice little gold cards because you're an absolute freak and that you want your free flag to fly. Probably not going to be me. That's also coming later. And then we got BR where you get new legend Lance Berkman or Goose Gossage. There's a fee for that. We'll jump into that later. I hate that mode with Fire Passion. That's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Then we got events where it looks like you're going to be getting a Jackson Merrill card. Again, we'll touch that later. Play versus friends in the casual. And all that's all in one program. And then we got collections. Again, we'll touch on this later, but sort of the brief overview. We're going to be going through basically... Oh, this is cool. So you get to see the reward. Basically, you collect cards as you go here. In the terms of the teams, there's 30 rewards. We'll go over this a little bit later. And all that stuff. Some flashback legend stuff. There's some pipeline cards. That'll take a bit longer, but the big boys, Rohei Sasaki, the top prospect. Take that for what it is. I'm not here to say if he is or not, but he gets a nice card. And plus 2, I don't think right now he actually has a live series. I don't think. Usually that's not how it works. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's find out together. Here. Let's go to live series. Let's just take a look because I know the Dodgers one is going to be an absolute brutality. Let's see. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4. They only got 6 diamonds. It's cool. A lot of guys who are probably going to go diamond. Like I said, they do have Rohei Sasaki. He's a silver live series. Okay, so he is in the game. All right, good to know. I didn't know that. Now we know. We now know, chat. He's there. And we'll go through this. We'll talk more in depth. But I just wanted to see if there was a live series. And then here's the inning stuff. If you get all 3, you're only going to get 2. But again, we'll go over that later as we sort of break it down. Max or I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm excited. I'm hyped. We got a lot of stuff to talk about and all that fun stuff. So I think we covered everything. I think we did. Maybe we did. I could have missed something. Who knows? We'll cover it later. I think probably. Totally. Yes. Yeah. Yep. All right. Thank you for checking this out. This is episode 1 of the whole shebang and diving into Diamond Dynasty. This is going to be, like I said, the first week is going to be a little bit more tutorial, and then it's just going to be what we do in the game mode. From here on out, there'll be a little bit. Ranked will be separate. The climb to 800 in World Series will be separate, but it'll all be sort of encompassing that one umbrella. So stick around. We'll be here for all the news, all that fun stuff. I'm going to look like an idiot all year. It's going to be, hopefully, a fun year. We're going to hit the ground running. So my name's Specs. I'll see you guys probably in a couple hours because we're uploading probably 2 or 3 videos today. So see you guys all in a minute. Or an hour. I don't know. Who knows? All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye.